What's going on, guys? Aero here, and welcome back to another video. Now in today's video, guys, we've got some more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet leaks to talk about here, as a lot more information is coming out, and to be honest with you guys, this is probably the most exciting stuff that has come out in terms of leaked information about this game, and it's making me feel pretty good about this game, and I do want to talk about it and give you guys my thoughts. Now real quick before we get started, I just want to let you guys know that I am partnered with Best Buy now, and so there will be links below in the description and the pinned comment to Pokemon Scarlet, Pokemon Violet, and even the double pack. If you click those links and then pre-order from there, you can really support me and help out the channel a lot, so I would really appreciate it. And Best Buy is awesome because they'll actually give you free shipping and send the game right to your house day one, so if you want to play the games the day that they're available and have them delivered right to your doorstep, then definitely consider pre-ordering from the links below in the description or the pinned comment. I would really appreciate it. And these games are looking pretty cool, so I know a lot of you guys definitely want them. Alright, so we're not going to waste any time and just head right over to Twitter where all these leaks are happening. And so the first thing that we've got here is some Pokemon that the trainer Geeta here is going to be using on her team. So it's most likely that she's going to be like the actual champion of this region. I know they've said that there's actually multiple trainers who have achieved the champion rank status, but it seems like she's like kind of the strongest trainer among all of the champions, and they talk about how she kind of like overlooks the Pokemon League and everything too. So I'm guessing she's going to be like the strongest battle that you're going to be able to have inside of the region. And in terms of her team, it says here that she's going to be using the Hake fish Pokemon, so I'm guessing it's like this this fish Pokemon that we've kind of seen like images of here, but we haven't seen the full version of it. So she's going to be using that fish Pokemon. She's going to be using a new ostrich Pokemon, and then also this like poison flower Pokemon that we've kind of seen a little bit of as well. So yeah, that's pretty much going to be her team. She's not going to be using the pseudo legendary, unfortunately, which kind of sucks because that is obviously a pretty strong Pokemon, and I always love it when the champions use the pseudo legendary, like Steven using Metagross, and what was it, Leon using Dragapult, Cynthia of course using Garchomp. I think it's always nice, but yeah, I guess she's not going to be using the pseudo, but hopefully she does have a pretty strong team. Then we've got some information here about abilities and moves. So there's going to be between 25 to 40 brand new abilities, including renamed abilities, like abilities that have the same effect but have a different name, like Protean and Libero. But then it also says here there's going to be 50 to 65 brand new moves. That's also really exciting too. I hope there's some really cool moves with some amazing effects and stuff that can really change up the competitive scene. So I'm hoping for some really cool abilities and moves in terms of that type of stuff. Then it says here that Serena's Queenly Majesty ability is getting a clone. A new Pokemon is getting a new ability with the same effect, and if you don't know what her ability does, the Queenly Majesty ability pretty much stops all priority moves from happening. So that's actually pretty good to have in competitive play if you can block moves like Shadow Sneak and Mach Punch and stuff like that, which is always going to be going first, so that is pretty good. Then it says here, Girafarig's evolution name is still a palindrome in English. A lot of people are speculating that it's going to be called Farigiraf. So yeah, I mean, palindrome, obviously, if you guys don't know, like Girafarig's name is the same name if you spell it backwards. So that's what a palindrome is, and it looks like its evolution is still going to be having that. So that's pretty cool. It says here that its ability is called Ruminant, which we don't know what it actually does, or Ruminant maybe is how you call it. It says here it's a new ability that probably has something to do with berries. The exact English translation may be different. So yeah, we're not exactly sure what the ability does, but maybe it has something to do with like regurgitating berries or recycling berries or something along those lines. Then it says here the second gym on the mountain here is the ghost type gym. So yeah, now we have some images here of like the typings for the gym leaders and like where the locations of them are. So that's pretty cool. It says here the gym leaders recommended order is 1 and 2 should be bug and grass, 3 and 4 are going to be electric and water, 5 is normal, 6 is ghost, 7 is ice, and then the last one is going to be psychic. You can do it in any order, but this is the recommended one due to their fixed levels and map locations. So yeah, I don't understand why it's like this if there's not going to be any level scaling. Like, it seems so weird. Like, if you wanted to go for the psychic one first, they're just going to send out level 50 Pokemon against you. So even though you can go to it first, there's really no reason to go to it first, if you know what I mean. But I guess that's what it's going to be like here. It says here the first two pair really depends on which path you choose, west or east. You can go back later to do the pair on the other side. So yeah, I guess it's kind of just showing you here on the map like where some of the locations are for the gym leaders. So this is where the electric one is, this is where the grass guy is, this is where the bug one is, the water one is here, normal one is here, and then ghost and ice are over here. So yeah, I mean, and it also says here that psychic is all the way in the corner over here. So yeah, you can pretty much really just, I mean, if you have the freedom, you can go wherever you want really and kind of make your own path. So that is pretty cool to see. It says here, speculation. The bad thing about this design is that, for example, if you clear the west gyms, then later into the game when you go to clear the east gyms, they will be at a much lower level than you, because those are also the starting gyms for people who go to the east first. That's really kind of my biggest issue with this game. Like, that's so far really the only thing that I don't like about it, is because, like, here we can see here like a hypothetical image of what they're kind of talking about. Like, this guy's going to be using level 20s or level 30s. This one's going to be using level 10s. This one's going to be using level 50s, 45s. And so, like, even though you can do these in any order, because their teams are already set, like if you start out here in like the beginning city, and like let's say you decide to go to the right side first and explore everything over here, you're going to be doing this level 10 gym, this level 20 gym, and it's all going to be working out for you. But then, like, let's say you decided to go up here and you did like all of these gyms. That means if you forgot like a gym over here, you come back and they're going to be sending out like a level 10 Pokemon, while you're going to be having like level 30s and 40s on your team by that point. So you're just going to completely wash them, and it's not going to feel like an actual gym challenge. So that kind of sucks. I mean, that's why I feel like they should have had actual proper level scaling, but it is what it is, I guess. I mean, we'll just kind of have to see how the game actually works. It says here, the leaks continue here. Wild Pokemon can ambush the player and surprise attack them from behind to force a battle. So that's kind of reminding me a little bit of Pokemon Legends Arceus, where like the Pokemon are chasing you and stuff. That's obviously pretty cool, but it says here that you can't exactly access any gym from the start, as some may require certain koraidon and miraidon riding skills to access. So yeah, that's definitely one thing. Like if you need to climb somewhere or like use surf or something, you might not be able to technically go to every single gym, but you get the idea that you still do have like the freedom. But it says here, you have an alternate way to go to the final psychic gym earlier without koraidon and miraidon's last riding ability, but you will be ambushed by level 50 something Pokemon in your path, so it's not that simple. So yeah, if you really want to kind of just make your way and kind of go hardcore and try to avoid everything, you can make it there if you want to, so that's pretty cool. It says here, the 4 sub-legendary Pokemon are not part of the main story. That I guess kind of makes a lot of sense. I mean, it seems like with the sub-legendary Pokemon, ever since like I think Gen 4, they haven't really been super important anymore in terms of like actually being a part of the main story. Like even with Gen 5, I don't think like Cobalion, Virizion, Terrakion, none of those were actually important to the main story of the game. Obviously, inside of Gen 4, though, with like the Lake Trio, like Azelf, Mesprit, and all of those were actually really important to the plot because they helped to craft the Red Chain and everything like that. But yeah, it seems like they're not going to be important to the main story, but I'm guessing you're probably just going to be able to catch them at the end of the game or something. But here's kind of like the really important thing that I wanted to talk about. This is what got me pretty excited about these leaks. It says here, big news, there aren't any artificial blocks anywhere inside of this game. No trainers will block your path. That means you can go straight to the Pokemon League with 0 badges if you really want to. Reminder that the league in this game is a series of tests. So yeah, that's actually really cool because this really seems like it is going to be now an entirely open world game. If you can go to the Pokemon League right away once you get access to the entire open world, that's awesome, man. Like, that makes me super excited. It really kind of gives you that Breath of the Wild feeling where if you jump off of the Great Plateau, you can just charge right to Hyrule Castle if that's what you desire. So obviously, if you don't have all the badges, they're probably not going to let you do the champion test, but I think it is cool that you can still get to that if you want to. I'm guessing some of the areas are still probably going to be a little restricted technically because of the abilities that you need from the ride Pokemon. So like, even though you can go anywhere, if you don't have like surf with Koraidon and Miraidon, you're not technically going to be able to go there still. But either way, just having the freedom to do that is just awesome. That's a really good step forward that I wanted to see. It says here, however, you will fail one of the tests if you don't have all of the gym badges. If you fail any test, you will be kicked out of the league stadium. So yeah, that's pretty much how it's going to be like. I mean, I'm guessing you're going to need to have all of the gym badges, so that makes a lot of sense. But yeah, it says here there aren't any blocks to access any place in Paldea. That's what we meant earlier. You can really just go anywhere, and that makes me super excited because one of the things that I've really wanted to do inside of a new generation for so long is always have the pseudo-legendary Pokemon on my team, because the pseudo-legendary Pokemon usually evolve pretty late into the game. Like, they evolve in like their 50s or, you know, late 40s, around that part. But like, the Pokemon themselves are always available so late into the game. Like, you don't get to find a Dreepy in Pokemon Sword and Shield until like way after the final gym and you get access to Surf and everything. So like, I really hope that in this game, I can actually get the pseudo-legendary Pokemon really early and just have it on my team, because that's something I really want to use, and I don't have to wait till I have like 8 badges then catch it on the road. That's going to be like Victory Road or something. So hopefully that is the case, because that would make me very happy. It says here the crane Pokemon is going to be dark and flying. Some Pokemon will run very fast to try to ambush you and initiate a battle. That's really reminding me a lot of Pokemon Legends Arceus. But here's also a really amazing brand new mechanic. It says here if you run from a wild Pokemon, it will stay in the overworld. This is an amazing new addition to finally have inside of Pokemon, because this means now if you run from a shiny Pokemon or something by accident, they're not just going to disappear once the battle is over. They will still stay walking around, and that is awesome, man. That makes me very excited. It says here that some Pokemon that are aggressive and will try to ambush the player very frequently, you will end up hating them, are Turos, the Mankey line, klawf, one of the new dog Pokemon, the chili pepper Pokemon, and the grasshopper Pokemon. So this is reminding me a lot of Paris from Pokemon Legends Arceus. If you guys played that game, Paris was a hella annoying Pokemon that was always just trying to chase you all the time and initiate battles and stuff. So I'm guessing we're all going to end up hating Tauros and Mankey and all of those after we're done playing through this generation. And then it says here for the Path of Legend story, which is with the Titans, it says here the recommended order is rock, flying, metal, or steel, I guess, and then dragon and ground. Just like the gym leaders, they all have a fixed level that doesn't scale, so that is unfortunate, but that is cool that they kind of have like a set path that if you want to do that, or if you want to make it hard for yourself and do like ground first, you could do that as well. But yeah, that's pretty much kind of all the information that we have right now. Pretty much the most exciting thing is that you really do have the freedom to go wherever you want inside of this generation, and it looks like the wild Pokemon are not going to run away from you, or like if you end the battle they're still going to be there. So that's a really good addition for shiny hunters, and just if you accidentally run from a Pokemon, they're still going to be there. So overall, I'm just pretty happy with these leaks, man. I think like so far this is pretty much like one of the best kind of set of leaks that we've had so far for this game, and I'm definitely pretty excited to play these games. But yeah, there you go, guys. Those are pretty much the latest leaks that we have right now for Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. If you guys enjoyed this video, then definitely be sure to click that like button and also comment down below and let me know what you guys think of this. How are you guys feeling now about these leaks and all this new information? Definitely be sure to comment down below and let me know. If you're new to this channel, then please be sure to subscribe. I'm definitely going to have some more Pokemon content in the future, so definitely be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on that. Click on that bell to become a part of the notification squad. Go follow me on Twitter at @Aero so you can be featured in videos, and also join my Discord server as well. We've got a bunch of people in there who are always talking about Pokemon and Smash Bros and Nintendo, so definitely be sure to join that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching.